Yeah, guys, and welcome to the first episode of Wasted Talent Versus, starring me, Francis Jeffers. Now, these videos are going to be coming out every Monday morning, but I couldn't wait to get this first one to you, so the pilot episode is going to be released right now, as you well know, because you're bloody watching it. Not sure why I'm mentioning that. And as you will probably have seen from the title and thumbnail and all that shit, the first Versus episode is between a Freddy Adu 11 and a Francis Jeffers 11. So we'll find out once and for all the question that has plagued mankind and football fans and just really nobody for forever. Who was the better player if you made 10, well, in this case 19 clones of them and put them in a squad together and faced them off against each other? So yeah, this little league that I have made features two teams, Adu 11 and Jeffers 11, and they will be playing two matches against each other, and I'm going to be showing you those two matches. And the winner will win the league and will have eternal glory showered upon them until I inevitably do this in the future. And then the winner of that will have glory showered upon them and all that shit. You'll notice pretty quickly that I'm going to be doing fuck all in this series. I'm going to be watching, because the manager of each team is, I guess you'd call him Francis Jeffers Prime, the original that all the clones were based off of. He is going to be managing Jeffers 11, and predictably, the original Freddy Adu. Freddy Adu Prime is going to be managing the Adu 11. And so in the red corner today, we have Freddy Adu. He's 27 years old. He scored 27 goals in 196 league games for his clubs, so saith Football Manager. He scored 2 goals in 17 international appearances. He is the wonder kid that we all loved on Football Manager and has risen to absolutely shit all. But it is for that reason, and to sort of balance out the age issue with Franny being 35 now, that we are going with the 2009 Freddy Adu 11. So I have lovingly recreated 25 versions of Freddy Adu when he was 19, which was the season that he had the best current ability on Football Manager. So I thought that was the best way to do it. We will have the best Freddy Adu available versus the best Francis Jeffers available. Speaking of which, in the white corner today we have Francis Franjo Jeffers. He is 35 years old. He has 40 goals in 235 league appearances, so saith Footy Manager. He famously scored 1 goal in his 1 international appearance for England. And manager stats-wise, not great, you know. Not fucking great, because this is the actual Franny Jeffers out of the database. And Franny Jeffers in the Football Manager database right now is an under-18s coach at Everton, and he's only just started there, and he's not great at all. He's 35. Give him a break. He is 35. Whereas, as I neglected to mention, I made Freddy Adu into a manager, gave him a random current ability for manager stats, and just feast your eyes upon this. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, the Freddy Adu manager is much, much better than the Francis Jeffers manager. But, as I said, I took the best Freddy Adu, the 2009 Freddy Adu. I also took the 2003-2004 Francis Jeffers, when his current ability was, I think, 150, which was about 30 more than Freddy Adu. So, Freddy has the advantage in that his manager is much, much better. Franny has the advantage in that his players are much, much better in terms of current ability. I mean, and I've not doctored these attributes either. Just look at this shit. 18 for finishing, 20 off the ball, great physicals. Oh, we had such high hopes for you, Franny. I mean, for me, obviously. But another advantage for Freddy over Franny, as you'll see here, Franny is not that versatile. And to make an 11-man team out of a player who can only play up front and not anywhere else by any stretch of the imagination will be a little bit difficult for Franny Jeffers Prime. Whereas 2004 Freddy Adu can play in many positions, making him a much more versatile player, which means more of his players will fit easily into more systems. So advantage again to Freddy Adu. So I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen between this team of Franny Jeffers and Freddy Adus. There has also been a bit of bickering in the pre-match, because I made these teams rival clubs, which I will do for every versus we do. The Freddy Adu 11 were made massive favourites, 1-5 favourites to win the Wasted Talent versus League this season. And Franny Jeffers 11 are second favourites / anti-favourites at 4-1. So the media are very much on the American side. The two managers have been having a bit of a go at each other as well, which is great to see. They're suggesting that each one doesn't have the required desire to win this fixture. So it's going to be great to see how these two face off. I think it's going to be a Mourinho-Wenger style rivalry that they've got going here. So without further Freddy ado, let us go into the first game of the season and see who will win this historic matchup. Interestingly, although the league odds were heavily in Freddy's favour, Franny's team have been made favourites to win this particular match. So starting to think they're plucking these figures out of the fucking air, because how can one team be favourites to win one of the only two games? The away game as well. Freddy is at home for this game. I mean, they ground share. I couldn't be asked to make two stadiums. But still, this is Freddy's home game, so why is Franny favourite? I don't fucking know. And these are the lineups that the two managers will be going with today. They're fairly self-explanatory. They each contain a number of Freddy Adus and Francis Jefferses. One thing I'll just tell you as well, when I first made this save in order to record this, I just made every player an identical copy, and the AI managers put those, those greyed out players? They got a couple of greyed out goalkeepers and stuck them in net. So I have had to make a couple of actual goalkeepers for each team. I've had to change their position to goalkeeper. I thought the fairest thing to do was to keep their current ability from their outfield players and just let the game fill out their attributes. So as you can see here, Freddy Adu has got a very good goalkeeper, and I'm sure the other Freddy Adu goalkeeper will be pretty good as well. Even better, I would say, but he's not playing today. Not great at rushing out, actually. And obviously the same with Franny. Franny's keeper will probably be a little bit better because of obviously it's going off current ability, but I can't see there being too much difference. There's only going to be as much difference in those keepers as there are the players on the pitch, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. By the way, if you have any thoughts of a better way to sort that dilemma out, I am all ears, because I don't particularly like it, but I don't know what else to do. I want it to be 11 Adus versus 11 Frannys, so that's what I've done. Anyway, let's jump into this match. Oh, I might actually ask Freddy if I can use the Champions League music he uses. Let's get this full screened. Okay, on 24 minutes, there is a chance for Franny Jeffers 11. Jeffers 16, cuts inside to Franny Jeffers 4, to Jeffers 25. Oh, it's a good save by Adu 13. Oh, I was umming and ahhing whether to number these players or just to have it, just everyone's name is the same, and I'm glad I opted for the numbers. It's headed away as far as Jeffers 12. Now it's Jeffers 16. Cross it in, it's headed away by the defender. Jeffers 11 picks it up and plays it inside to 24. Okay, a cautious half by the two sides. We've started the second half. I don't think any changes have been made. Let's have a look quick at the match stats. So it's actually been a fairly dominant display by Freddy Adu 11 so far, although we've seen just the one highlight of Franny's team. Okay, there's a highlight. It may well be for Freddy as well. Adu 16 plays it in. Oh, it's cleared. Oh, and Jeffers 11 could counter. Jeffers 4 to 25. Jeffers 25 to Jeffers 4. He's giving it away. And Adu 2 can play the ball forward, and it's cut out now. Oh, this is just awful by both sides. Really epitomising each player. Adu 16 through on goal though. He's put it just wide. I don't think it took a touch. It didn't off anyone. Oh, I thought that was in. Adu 11 really taking the game to Jeffers 11, but they can't get the shots on target. There's been a completely meaningless change at centre-back for Freddy Adu 11. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's fresh legs, but... Oh, and there's been a couple for Franny's 11 as well. And both teams are still playing with the same formation they started out with, the 4-3-3 against the 4-4-2. I've just thought, I'm not entirely sure what will happen if, say, like, Oh shit! Oh, what a chance for Freddy Adu! Freddy Adu 25 has put Adu 11 into the lead. Heartbreak for Jeffers 11 as Freddy Adu 25, the litter of the run, the runt of the litter, the last one to be created, sticks his team in front, courtesy of a nice layoff from Freddy Adu 24. Oh, and Jeffers 1 through 25 will not be happy with that. But it's been a very dominant display by Adu 11, that's the thing. 13 shots to 3 now. Oh, they can't sneak it, can they? Jeffers crosses it in. Jeffers 5. Oh, what a save! What a save by Adu 13. Oh, I tell you what, they've had a couple of decent chances, Franny Jeffers 11. But they've not been able to make anything of it, and Adu 11 have been good so far. It's a drilled cross in, it's away as far as Jeffers 9. Cross it in, it's away again. Jeffers 9 again. Jeffers 16 to 25. Oh, and the chance has gone. Adu 8 will take it away. Very slowly, just sensibly slowing the game down a bit, taking a bit of momentum away from Franny's 11. Oh, and it's a counter actually. Adu 24. He's through on goal. I think that was a tackle. It was a poor shot or a tackle. I think it was a tackle. Jeffers 11 have made a bit of a spirited fight back of the game since the goal, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Indeed, the last highlight is going to be from Adu 11. And if they're sensible, they will just play that ball between themselves now. That's not sensible. But I think that'll do anyway. We've got 10 seconds to go, and advantage Adu 11 as we head into the second leg. Obviously, I'm still called Franny Jeffers. Franny Jeffers was seen at the Versus Stadium during Adu 11's 1-0 the Wasted Talent Versus League victory over Jeffers 11. Sources in the media are so far at a loss to explain Jeffers' reason for attending the game. Well, make an educated guess of it, guys. Oh, it's a body blow from Franny J. You fell to defeat against Freddy Adu despite his relatively brief time in the job. Do you think his experience ultimately made the difference? Jeffers replied assertively saying, I think they were lucky, and if Freddy says otherwise, then he's kidding himself. What did Adu say to that? See, hands up to Freddy Adu there. Freddy Adu's response was passionate, noting, I think everything has got a bit out of hand with me and Francis. We should both put this to bed now and focus on more important matters for our clubs. A sporting rivalry is a very positive thing, but it's gone too far on this occasion, unfortunately. Bravo, bravo. Polite round of applause for Freddy Adu. Oh, and it's a big, big blow to the Jeffers 11. They have picked up 4 injuries, with Jeffers 5, 12, 4 and 14 all ruled out for the second leg. They are key players. 3 of them made the starting 11 over these guys, who are obviously identical clones of them, but nevertheless, a big blow, a gut punch for Jeffers 11. And the odds for the second leg are again with the away team. Freddy Adu's 11 are evens for this match, which makes them favourites. Jeffers 11, who are now the home team, although, as I say, it's the stadium share, so it doesn't really matter either way, are now 11 to 5. What I've not thought of, what if Jeffers 11 wins this match 1-0? Not sure. Does anyone know how to put like a tiebreaker into these kind of leagues? I know you can have a playoff, but I think in that situation, the playoff would happen whatever the league ended up. I want one that's conditional on the teams being level. No bold changes today. We are still with a 4-4-2 for Franny Jeffers 11, and we've still got a 4-3-3 for Freddy Adu's 11. These numbers are a bit all over the place, which kind of annoys me. Like the number 10 is at centre back there, number 8 at right back, number 5 up top. It's just not right. It's not right, guys. Here we go then, the teams line up again. Oh, and it's a big day for Franny Jeffers and Freddy Adu. Freddy Adu's 11 carry a 1-goal advantage, but if Franny's team can better that, the league can be won on goal difference. So saith me. And it's an early chance and just a god-awful cross. Oh no, it got deflected. And it is a Franny Jeffers 11 corner. Jeffers 9 to swing the corner in. He does so. It's headed down and cleared by Adu 22. That's a good name. That's the name of a club, that. Another corner for Jeffers 11. It's crossed in. Jeffers 20 gets there again. Always tackled by Adu 10. And Adu 10 is going to start one of those patented Freddy Adu team, Freddy Adu 11 counterattacks. Look at him go. No, he's pushed off the ball. Those physical stats of the Franny Jeffers 11 making amends for that mistake. Jeffers 21 to Jeffers 9. Got some space. What can he do with the space? The strikers aren't really running. He has a go anyway. What happened there? I sort of got lost in the stand for that one. Probably shouldn't have made the seats white. And it is all Jeffers 11 so far this match, although they've picked up another couple of injuries, because that's just what Francis Jeffers do. They've had one subbed off and they've got one lightly injured up front still. Franny Jeffers 15. Can he lay it off? He does, and Jeffers 23 puts the ball into the bottom corner of the net, and the league is all tied up, and Freddy Adu's team need to respond to this. Because if they don't, and it stays 1-1, then I'm fucked. I don't know how to end this video. GG. Freddy Adu's team's starting to come a bit more into it as we approach half-time, but they are not going to get anything before the half-time whistle blows. And here we are for the second half. Adu 7 to Adu 20 to Adu 12. It's another Franny Jeffers 11 corner. It's crossed in, headed away, defended well. Like the Freddy Adu defended on the whole has been good, but Jeffers 17 heads Jeffers 11 in front, and Franny Jeffers 11 are at the top of the table for now at least. Oh, I was just saying, like, the Adus on the whole have defended very, very well. They've not allowed the Jeffers 11 many clear-cut chances, whereas the Jeffers 11 have allowed Freddy Adu's 11 quite a few good chances over the course of the two matches. It's another bloody corner. It's swung in. It's held by Adu 1. And Adu 1 will roll this out. Very sensible, very sensible. He's in a short team. Well, they're both short teams. But it's not come off anyway. They couldn't play it out the back. Now Jeffers 23 releases Jeffers 17. And Jeffers 15 makes it 3. Oh, this is a demolition at this point. I mean, the first match was all Freddy Adu's 11. The second match has been all Francis Jeffers 11. Oh, and it took a nick. It took a deflection off Freddy Adu 22. Adu 22, the name of that club. And to be fair, it's not been that one-sided, actually. Freddy Adu's 11 could still get back into this. Although I think it's now impossible for the table to be an absolute just dead heat, for it to be a tie. Come on, fight back. Fight back. I know I'm impartial. I'm not impartial in this match. Oh, it's a red card. Oh, Adu 19. We knew he had a temper. Adu 19. We knew he was one of the ones that might kick off. But he's only gone and done it. And Adu 11 have got 15 minutes to play. And they've got to get 2 or 3 goals. I can't really work it out right now. I think it's 3 goals with 10 men. And Franny Jeffers 11 are just playing it round into the space here. 15 to 21. What a save by Adu 1. Great save. Okay, come on. Let's have a good finish to this match. Yeah, as I was trying to say before, I know I can't really be impartial, but I do want Freddy Adu's team to come back into this one. Adu 15. Adu 15 rolls it home. Not sure why I'm celebrating, but Adu 15 has put light at the end of the tunnel for this Freddy Adu side. Game on. 3-1. 3-2 on aggregate. It's not really on aggregate, but it kind of is. Okay, and there's another highlight with 5 minutes to go, and Adu 11 are in possession. It's mopped up by Jeffers 15. Oh, but Adu 23 is stolen in. Adu 23, can he pull it back? No, he can't. It's cleared by Jeffers 18, and Adu 18 now. Now it's Adu 15. Adu 12, Adu 22, Adu 12. Someone send me a counter of how many times I've used the words Adu and Jeffers in this video. Oh, it was a very good chance. A very good chance for Adu 11. Oh, and that's a horror show. It's a horror show at the back by the Adu 11 team. Jeffers 22 to Jeffers 17. It's over. 4-1, 4-2 on aggregate. And Jeffers 11 look like they are storming home to the title by a whole 2 goals. Which, I don't know, that still doesn't seem a lot, despite this not being a very big league. Okay, there might be one more goal in it, but probably not. We've got about 15 seconds to play. Jeffers 11 cannot get the ball into a dangerous area, and it's cleared now, and that will be the end of the game. Oh, I've really fucking enjoyed this. I'm going to do more of these. As I say, they will be out every Monday. Congratulations to Jeffers 11 this time. I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say the Jeffers 11 have won. I'll probably come back to this one at some point. I want to do it again. I want to add more stuff to this fixture. But for the time being, I will be releasing these every Monday. And I hope you tune in to watch them. There's going to be some good ones. And what I need you guys to do, as we just sort of leave this match, what I'd like you to do, obviously, as always, please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. But I need your ideas for this save. Who do you want to see face off against each other? Do you want to see Messi, Ronaldo? Obviously, I'll probably do that one at some point because that's a big one. Do you want to see... We can do fucking historic ones. We can do JJ Okocha against Ronaldinho. We can do David De Gea versus Manuel Neuer. We can do fucking Gascoigne against Cruyff. The world is our oyster with this series. Please send me your ideas via the comment section below. But yeah, for this time at least, congratulations to the Franny Jeffers 11, and congratulations to this shit fucking manager. Let's give him credit for that. Although he did have the better team on paper, he had the less versatile team on paper. But eventually it paid off. So yeah, congrats to Francis Jeffers, commiserations to Freddy Adu, and apart from that guys, I will see you next time. Bye!